I wish you prosperity, luck and peaceful skies above your head. May all your cherished wishes come true. Appreciate every minute, be happy. In this video you will learn what you cannot do on this day, folk signs, holidays on June 26th, what you can do, ancient traditions, beliefs, prohibitions, the church calendar, rites and rituals. On June 26th, the Orthodox Church remembers the martyr Akulinin the Elder, 281 to 293, who lived in the 3rd century in the city of Byblos, Phoenicia. When she was 2 years old, she lost her father. The girl was raised by her mother. In 284, Emperor Diocletian came to power, under whom the great persecution began. Akulinin believed in Christ from childhood, and with her fiery conversations she was able to turn some people away from idol worship. When she was 12 years old, one of the slaves of the head of the region overheard her preaching about the crucified God and informed his master. They grabbed the shell and demanded that he renounce his faith. But even torture did not force Akulinin to do this. By order of the ruler, she was beheaded. Folk tradition of this day. The Slavs often called Akulina the buckwheat. It was believed that the saint helped plant and harvest a good harvest of buckwheat. On this day it was believed that full summer had arrived with a large number of mosquitoes and gadflies. People even said that if you walk in the forest, mosquitoes will go crazy. The bites of these small insects caused harm not only to people, but also to livestock. According to popular beliefs, Saint Akulina helped peasants grow a good harvest of buckwheat, which was very common in Rus. It was recommended to sow buckwheat a week before Akulina, as well as a week after the holiday. There was a legend according to which the young and lovely Princess Krupanichka was captured by the evil Tartars. The girl was in despair, so she asked the local witch to turn her into a small grain. In this form, she could save herself from shame and escape from captivity. The witch went to meet the girl and turned her into a small grain of buckwheat, which she threw into an open field. After some time, a non-standard spikelet sprouted from this grain, from which the grains flew throughout all Russian lands. From that moment on, buckwheat was especially revered and respected in ancient Rus. Moreover, buckwheat porridge was called the mother of our feast, because it is both healthy and harmless. In popular beliefs, buckwheat was called a symbol of abundance and material well-being. For this reason, it was eaten as a ritual dish for a specific occasion. When the azim crops were sown, the sowers also went out onto the field along with the buckwheat porridge. When all the work was completed, everyone sat down at the dining table, where, according to tradition, every family member was already present. Women who happened to bring home the first oatmeal snob, which was collected during the debut day of mowing, were also required to eat buckwheat porridge. Grooms were supposed to eat pies with buckwheat porridge. This was symbolic, because back in early May they kicked out their charges for a night vigil. On June 26th, the holiday of porridge was celebrated. They tried to decorate all the icons in the house with bunches of buckwheat picked from the garden or field. The peasants tried not to bother themselves with unnecessary work on this day, so as not to anger the saint, otherwise she could deprive them of the harvest. For this reason, the date was also called the Day of the Cucumbers. When planting vegetables on this day, we did not expect a good harvest. It is important that on the occasion of the holiday, porridge from last year's buckwheat, which was called worldly, was present on the table. The day was shared with the poor and needy. Colleagues and wanderers were worthy of the treats. After the hearty dinner was completed, all the guests stood up from the table, expressing words of gratitude to the hosts and praying for their health and a good harvest. On this day, to change your life, achieve success and become happier, say I feel happy. Everything I touch blossoms and multiplies. The universe always supports me, giving me good luck. Write this phrase in the comment to increase the effect. The main prohibitions of this day. Popular signs warn that you should not make a job offer on June 26th, the day of Akulina buckwheat, since in the end the employee, even a vaunted one, may turn out to be unprofessional. Therefore, on June 26th, our ancestors, if they came to hire them, did not even talk about it, postponing it to another day. It is prohibited to work on the day of Akulinin buckwheat. Today you need to spend the evening with your family at a luxurious feast, the main dish of which should be buckwheat. Then, according to the sign, the family will live richly and happily all year. But buckwheat should not be cooked in milk, as it can cause poisoning. It is believed that all dairy products become poisonous on this day. You can't complain on June 26th. Saint Akulinin has a negative attitude towards whining. As punishment, it can confront a person with problems that will make current troubles seem trivial. On the day of Akulinin buckwheat, optimism must reign. However, you shouldn't go too far. If you don't want to laugh, you don't need to do it. There is no desire to have fun with friends, it is better to refuse to meet with them. Also, you shouldn't try to lift the spirits of others if you don't have the strength and energy to do so. The main thing on this day is not to complain or express dissatisfaction. It is not recommended on June 26th to leave the house before noon without any special reason. Otherwise, you can incur damage or the evil eye. If you suddenly need to go out, then before leaving you need to cross yourself 3 times and read the Our Father. This is the only way to protect yourself from negativity. You shouldn't share your joy with others on the day of buckwheat shark. According to the sign, big problems may lie ahead. Today you need to keep happiness to yourself, because it's not for nothing that they say that it loves silence, and even more so on this day. You cannot set a first date for June 26th, because signs say that it will be unsuccessful. There is a high probability that after it the guy and the girl will no longer want or be able to meet again. You can't plant cucumbers today, they will be crooked and dry. On June 26th, there are some folk signs that tell you what will happen to the weather in the very near future or in the longer term. Cloudy clouds for good weather. In the morning the flowers smell strongly when it rains. The ranunculus flowers close to the rain during the day. On a starry night there will be a lot of berries and mushrooms. Heavy rain with cold weather or extreme heat. The winter will be cold and difficult. The color of clothes affects well-being, mood, and even success. For June 26th, the favorable colors are aquamarine and eggplant. Lucky numbers 12, 22, 24, 85, 90. Favorable hours from 6:00 to 11:00. Who's lucky today? Leo, Virgo, and Pisces. Wednesday is a very active day of the week, filled with various events, trips, meetings, and acquaintances. Such a day can easily be devoted to work and business. However, you should be careful and refrain from making complex and serious decisions, as they may be biased. This day is ideal for trade, communication, friendly meetings, new acquaintances, and festive events. In classical astrology, Mercury is considered the patron planet of the environment. In Roman culture, Mercury was revered as the god of trade, travel, and theft. In addition, he was a messenger of the gods and a conductor of the souls of the dead to the afterlife. On Wednesday, a person sees dreams related to his friends, family, and colleagues. They are directly related to the one who sees the dream, since they demonstrate how deep and reliable his connections with others are. Such dreams should be remembered in detail, focusing on details related to other people. The words, clothes, hairstyle, and even facial expressions of those you dreamed of deserve attention. On Wednesday, a dream foreshadows a trip or journey. It can indicate a person's desire to get out of the usual environment, renew life, make it brighter and more interesting. Sometimes dreams on Wednesday include fantastic and incredible scenes with chases, transformations, and other details rarely encountered in life. These dreams indicate a variety of events in a person's life. A vivid and eventful dream symbolically reflects your creative side. If the dream was full of action and looked like an epic blockbuster, you definitely have creative potential. Such a dream says that creative energy is in full swing, and you are able to create unique and original things. You probably have a lot of interesting ideas that can be brought to life. Seeing tears in a dream can be a worrying sign. If someone else is crying or you yourself are feeling sad, It may mean that your subconscious mind is lacking emotion. Most likely, you are stuck in the daily routine, and the creative component does not have a single chance to express itself. Don't allow yourself to become depressed. Look for ways to diversify your life to avoid depression. The zodiac sign of those born on June 26 is Cancer. These are active and businesslike representatives of the water element, who competently combine rationality and determination. Their approach to solving assigned problems is distinguished by prudence and responsibility. They have a desire to restore violated justice. They stubbornly defend not only their own rights, but also the interests of those around them. June Cancers are educated, resilient, and confident in their abilities. Such people become role models for their surroundings. Friends treat them with respect, and often turn to them for advice or recommendations. These are respectable, responsive, and reliable comrades. He will note that they are not very well versed in people, their actions, and motives. At critical moments they can behave defiantly and tactlessly, causing misunderstanding or condemnation from society. In an effort to gain authority, they may show tactlessness and excessive demands on the people with whom they most often interact. They often suppress initiative on the part of others, and also exert moral pressure to achieve their goals. Cancers born on June 26 have excellent chances for building a happy union with representatives of their zodiac sign, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Pisces. In relationships with Leos, Capricorns, and Aquarius, disagreements arise, which often prevent this union from moving to a more serious level. A diamond is suitable as a talisman for those born on this day. This is perhaps the most famous and coveted type of stone on Earth. In many languages of the world, the word meaning it is also used to refer to any precious stone in general. Amazing properties are attributed to diamonds, their beauty is sung by poets. Both an uncut diamond and a diamond that has passed through the skillful hands of a jeweler fascinate and delight. And today Alexander, Andrei, Daniel, Dmitri, Ivan, Akulina, Alexandra, Elena, Anna, Antonina, and Pelageya are celebrating their name days. And that's all I have for today. And you, dear viewers, I would like to thank you for your attention and wish you a good mood, peace, goodness, and good luck. Dear viewers of my channel, your opinion is important to me. Please, write a comment. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, which will help you learn folk traditions and signs. If you liked the video, please give it a like.